Guys, welcome back to the channel for another top 10 of 2024. This time it's going to be from a line that I actually, maybe a couple months ago, someone put a comment on one of my videos saying that I'm obviously not a Masters of the Universe fan or collector or don't even care about the line. Said something, I'm paraphrasing. And I started to laugh. It was like, if he only knew. Let's go through the top 10, not just Masterverse and Origins, but it's Masterverse and Origins, Masters of the Universe, action figures. Stay tuned. Guys, thanks again for tuning in to another video. It is a great series of top 10s and top 5s, not just for me, but for a lot of us out there, not even just on channels, just like for the casual collector that says, you know what, this was my top or this was my top. So my rules for, I guess you could say, making my I'm going to say that a lot, my JB's top 10 or top 5 or top 24, hint, is what I like. It's how it looks coming out of the package, sometimes the package, the way it's, the art. And with Masters of the Universe, the art form is really, really tremendous. And it just has to hit you in the feels. There's some nostalgia, there's some playability. And a couple of these are on the list because of just the playability, toyetic. Is it really, am I able to play with this toy along with me and my granddaughter and whoever comes over to the house and not have any fear of them either breaking it, scratching it up or anything like that? The answer is probably going to be no, especially if it's going to be on this top 10 list. So there is some Masterverse in here. There is some Mattel creations, I guess you could say exclusives. And yes, Origins and cartoon collection, which I kind of steered away from. Not because I don't like it, guys. It's just, I think Kyle Peterson said it best. It's like, with Masters of the Universe, it's, some people are more cartoon. They have to, cartoon was first and then, or comics. And for me, it was always the toy first. The toys are always going to take paramount over any type of, I guess you could say, anything on screen or on the TV for the most part. And that's, more true with Masters of the Universe for me personally. I wore this shirt on purpose. No signs of intelligent life anywhere. And that's talking about me when it comes to this list. So remember, like, comment, subscribe if you're new, hit that bell for notifications so the next time I drop another top 10 or top 5 video or top 24 of the year. And of course, my toy hunts and reviews. Make sure you hit that bell for notifications and share with your friends if you want to. If not, thanks for tuning in. Right now, I'll stop babbling. Let's get to number 10. Number 10 on my list actually made it on a review for me. He's on the channel as a review. Hit that playlist as far as my reviews. Mechanic. New Eternia Mechanic. I don't have his accessories readily available to show you the different ways, but remember, you could extend his head this way and that way. And same thing with his mace or his weapon right here. Now, my thing is with the Mechanic, the reason why he didn't make it, let's say, higher on the list is I'm still looking for that playability as far as the original vintage He-Man where when you twisted his body, his neck would go up and down. So it's okay. I'll live because I'm not going to be playing with him as much, but it would have been a nice feature to have. But regardless, great looking figure here with Mechanic. On some of my other lists, I put troopers or army builders, kind of like flooded some of these lists with army builders. And this is the only one, I guess you could say army builder on the list. And it's from Mattel Creations' recent pickup of our Horde Trooper. This thing is huge. And he's a great addition to the collection. And what I really like is, if you guys didn't know, you can remove his head. And there he is, a smiley little green man. He's your Horde Trooper in this armor. So I don't ever remember some of the original Horde Troopers if his helmet was removable. I'm pretty sure it's not. Leave in the comments if I'm way off base. But when they did this and they added the option to display him with or sans helmet, I thought that was pretty cool. So really imposing figure, awesome playability, and articulation with this guy. So awesome to add to the collection at number 9. Coming in at number 8 is from the Origins line, and it was a Mattel Creations exclusive, which we see a lot of those, which is Extendar. For this guy, same thing as the other one, playability. You guys ready? Look at that. You could extend his head up. And ready? 1, 2. Oh, I broke him. I didn't break him. Extendar. Look at this. That is too cool. This is how I actually have him posed on the shelf, is just like that. Come at me, bro. And had to put him on the list. Definitely a fun character to have. Extendar. Another one from Mattel Creations. Yes, the Origins line. Cyclone. This guy, I don't remember him. Look at that. He turns and everything. So I don't remember having him as a kid, but I do remember his playability for those that had him. Really awesome to have here. Comes with his packaging is kind of in that deluxe package, and it looks really good. Mattel Creations exclusive. Snout Spout. Could have been number one. Could have been number one very well, but we have a few more that came in right at the end to kind of beat him out. Snout Spout. Snout's articulated. He's an imposing figure right there. And if you guys remember the Origin Snout Spout that kind of peg-warmed for about 3 years in like the Walmart shelves, finally went clearance. Great figure too, by the way, but this one right here on the Mattel Creations and the Masterverse side of the house. Another figure that made it to my reviews, and I kind of did the reviews together because I got them together, same wave, Trapjaw. We had a Trapjaw from a couple years ago that was okay. When they pushed this guy out, I had to. The new Eternia Trapjaw. The new Eternia line, I guess you could say, or that series of new Eternia from the Masterverse line, they outdid themselves. So here is our Trapjaw, making it in at number 5, halfway through the list. Could have easily been number 1, but we're getting close to number 1, so make sure you stick around, because number 1 and number 2, you're just going to be like, what are you doing, Jay? And I'm like, I'm doing it. It's mine. Coming in at number 4 is another character that everyone has to have in a line, especially if you're a Masters of the Universe collector. The Masterverse lines, you have to have this guy represented in your collection. There's been, the most recent one, and I'm going to go ahead and let you know, the Battle Armor Skeletor didn't make my list because I don't have him. He could have easily, but this guy is my go-to Skeletor. The Masterverse Skeletor recent release with the Havoc Throne is making it in at number 4. This guy, this is a classic with a little bit of a new kind of touch to his look. Really, really like this version of Skeletor. And let's go ahead and see that throne that he does come with. Here's that throne that he comes with. There's some pegs there. He's got his fuzzy little toupee of a seat right there. Press that button. And you guys can't really see it with the lights. Let's see if I can get that going. There we go. If you guys could see it. Nice little flame effect for the throne. So overall, the throne, Skeletor with the throne, the Havoc Throne, made it to number 4. This list was tough, but these next 3 were really tough because I've been going back and forth. And if you've seen my hunt videos, I'll say it. Oh, maybe the top 10, maybe the top 10, maybe the top 10. Well, these actually made it to the top 3. And I even said it. Oh, this might be the one. This might be the one. So she did not make 1, but she made number 3, and that's Evil Lyn from the new Eternia line from Masterverse. I know some of you guys at first were talking about her head sculpt, or her face sculpt and everything like that. But in hand, out of package, the presence itself on the shelf, she is a must. So with Skeletor at number 4, we got Evil Lyn at number 3. So with Skeletor at number 4, Evil Lyn at number 3, I do have them together when I display them with that Havoc Throne. It looks really great. So the next 2, really tough. And it's really tough because I didn't want to get into the cartoon collection and the cartoon line. Not because I don't like it, guys. Not because it's like, oh, it's not original to the original vintage He-Man. None of that stuff. I like toys, okay? I mean, obviously. But for some reason, man, this presence on the shelf and just even in the display and in the box. This is the one of the few boxes I actually kept. And it is from our cartoon collection, Prince Adam and Cringer. Yes, they had to. Not so much because of Prince Adam and his joyous smile right there. Look at that. Oh, you guys are funny, but it's because of this smile right here. We have Cringer, articulated jaw. He moves really well. He's got the different head sculpt, but when I knew that Cringer was coming, I actually pre-ordered this guy just in case, just because I had to make sure I had him. Look at that, mouth wide open. You say, what? Cringer. Everyone should have a Cringer in their life. If I had a cat, a green cat, or an orange cat, I would paint him green. Or even if I had just had a white cat, I would actually dye him and put green and yellow stripes on him, just like to be my Cringer for the house. Everybody needs a Cringer in their life. That is 9 Masters of the Universe, Masterverse Origins and Cartoon Line Collection figures, my top of 2024. Thank you guys for tuning in, but here is number 1. Absolutely, with the googly eyes himself, Merman. The color, okay, price point, articulation, the colors, the nostalgia, a little bit of the corn on the cob look on his sword right there, his presence on the shelf, the paint, the googly eyes. I don't know if I said paint, but the paint and googly eyes itself for a $19 to $25 figure, can't beat it. These days you can't beat it. Maybe a couple years ago it could have been 15, but for today's market at 20 to 25 bucks, absolute grab. And of course, if you're doing big box or other discounts, you could get them at a lower price. Not saying that it's always the price, but price definitely has a lot of influence on the collections that we got. So what do you guys think? My top 1 and 2, kind of iffy. Again, I don't know what I'm talking about because I'm not intelligent. It's okay. My opinion. Leave your opinion down in the comments, guys. I'd like to see maybe your top 3. Just put a couple of your top 3, or maybe you're just top 1. Masters of the Universe, Origins, Masterverse, Cartoon Collection, or maybe there's a line that I'm missing that I didn't add to this list right here. Hopefully you guys had a great 2024. It was a great 2024 for Mattel and the Masters of the Universe collections. Looking forward to 2025 to see what they're going to put out there. Thank you guys for tuning in. Make sure you stick around for the other top 5 and top 10 videos of 2024. Also, I will be doing a top 24 of 2024 just to go ahead and show you my best pickups of the year. So make sure you stay tuned for that. Always enjoy the ride. You guys have the power. We'll see you guys next time. Peace.
This whole place is so cool, and I love it, and we're gonna go here all the time.
Skadoosh.